From Pasadena, California, the National Broadcasting Company presents the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade. Saluting a world of harmony. With your hosts, America's favorite genie and the star of A Brand New Life, Barbara Eden. And from L.A. Law, Blair Underwood. The 1990 Tournament of Roses Parade is sponsored in part by the florists of FTD, who wish you a Happy New Year and hope you enjoy the Rose Parade. And by American Honda Motor Company, who invite you to visit your local Honda automobile dealer today. And now, we take you to NBC's Rose Parade headquarters. Here are Barbara Eden and Blair Underwood.
Good morning and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Barbara Eden.
Good morning. I'm Blair Underwood. Happy New Year.
We're your hosts for one of the most beautiful shows on earth, NBC's coverage of the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade.
And it's just a warm-up for an NBC college football triple-header. Following live coverage of the Rose Parade is the Hall of Fame Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, and finally the battle for number one, Notre Dame versus Colorado in the Orange Bowl in Miami.
We're just minutes away from kicking off Rose Parade number 101. Waiting in the wings are 22 marching bands, 300 equestrians, 60 amazing floats, a grand marshal who's orbited the earth, a beautiful Rose Queen and her court, a magical musical salute from the wonderful world of Disney, and even Zsa Zsa Gabor is scheduled to be in the spotlight today. And they're all limbering up for the most memorable walks down the Rose Parade route. Now, if you're not familiar with the setting, Pasadena is a city situated just northeast of downtown Los Angeles. The parade assembles on Orange Grove Boulevard and makes a sharp turn on Colorado. It then proceeds smoothly, we hope, yeah, for the next 5.5 miles.
Now, Barbara, I think I could plead a case of temporary insanity for a few of the million-plus people who line the parade route, some of whom have camped out for days along Orange Grove and Colorado Boulevard.
Well, we had to find out what makes some of these die-hard parade watchers tick. So, a couple of hours ago, we put an NBC camera and crew on the chilly, crowded streets of Pasadena to investigate.
It's cold down there.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Jill Previs. I'm from New York City, and I'm here to be with all my friends, and it's crazy, it's freezing, but we're having a good time.
I'm Linda McCurdy. I'm from Manhattan Beach, and we just moved here. And this is my sister, Brenda Ryan. She's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Mom, Brenda, wake up!
Brenda,
wake up!
What?
Photo on USC.
I'm Geir from Norway. I'm been here for 4 months. I'm exchange student, and we go out here around 11 o'clock this night. Sleep outside, and we're looking forward to Rose Parade.
Please, I didn't do it.
I'm from Anaheim, but my wife is from India, and she's here to see the Rose Parade. This is the first time she's coming here, and she enjoyed this trip very much, and I hope she will enjoy this Rose Parade also.
All right. Happy New Year! Now that's dedication.
That is dedication. They look cold.
Oh,
my goodness. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's much warmer now.
It's warming up now, 51 degrees, and we're going to go up to 75 or something, aren't we?
Oh.
Yeah. This year, the happiest place on earth, otherwise known as Disneyland, is celebrating its 35th anniversary.
And to kick off the year-long celebration, the folks at Disney have prepared a very special pre-parade show. In the spirit of celebration and partying, of course, the theme is Mardi Gras. But there's also room for Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, Chip and Dale, and Disney's latest animated favorite and mine, Roger Rabbit.
Oh, so let's party as Disneyland celebrates its 35th anniversary. And we get ready to witness the 101st anniversary of the Rose Parade.
Get this party started.
Oh, yeah.
the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade. And here to kick off the excitement are Mickey Mouse and his friends, who are celebrating 35 years of Disneyland.
Come join the party. Come and join the fun. Come join the party crowd. Come and join the fun. Come join the party. Come and join the fun. Come join the party crowd. Celebrate with us a world of harmony. Celebrate with us a brand new year. Celebrate with us. Sing out in harmony. The music brings out loud and clear. Celebrate with us, come join the party crowd. Celebrate with us, sing out good song. Celebrate with us, come join the party crowd. The fun to Disneyland all year long. The party's just beginning, the music's playing, the celebration's starting. It's time to get out, step out into the streets, where all of the action is right there at your feet. Well, come join the fun, this ain't no time to be staying home. Ooh, there's too much going on. This year's gonna be a year like we've never known. We're gonna have a good time the whole year long. Oh, feel the beat of the rhythm of today. Dancing all your cares away. Forget about the worries on your mind. You can leave them all behind. Feel the beat of the rhythm of today. At this New Year's Rose Parade. At this New Year's Rose Parade. Everybody go ooh. Let me hear you ooh. Ooh. This is all year party at Disneyland. All year party. Come on. All year party. Can't stop that feeling. All year party. Are we going to party? Jamming down to Disneyland. We pumping rhythm for you. Come and join us if you can. Party people, hold tight. Everything will be alright. No jive. Celebrating 35. Cause it's a all year party. Look how we dancing. All year party. Everybody singing. All year party. Come on. All year party. But I love how you jamming, brother. Love how you rockin', sister. Just feel how you think I'm moving. Got a rhythm on while you're grooving. Rhythm. 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 People everywhere are singing, hear the voices, hear the laughter, and the feeling that it's bringing. There'll be children ever after. Celebrate our world of harmony. Come and join the fun, come join the party. Come and join the fun, come join the party. Come and join the fun, come join the party. Come and join the fun, come join the party. Come and with us this New Year's Day. Celebrate with us, it is a sight to see. Celebrate with us. Celebrate with us. Celebrate with us. At this Rose
All right.
And that's just the beginning. Woo!
love
We've
it.
got lots more parade in store for you. There's the human touch, the musical beat, the mechanical wonder, the botanical splendor.
As the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade gets ready to step out, live from Pasadena, California, right here on NBC. Stay with us.
We're back, live with NBC's coverage of the Rose
Now,
Parade.
did you see my friend Roger Rabbit out there doing the funky chicken and the MC hammer?
did. Did you teach him that?
Well, we've been working on it for a while.
I am so excited about this parade.
Oh, this is the place to be, right
it's
here.
the first
right
time
here.
I've been here since I was 9 years old.
Oh, and see, this is my first time ever. I've never,
Is it?
never been to it.
Oh, you are in for a treat.
See, now, right now, we have, I guess, the army of police moving people away. That's the screaming you hear down there. And just getting ready to have a good time.
Oh, yes, and they've been waiting so long. Oh, my
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We
goodness.
saw the tape earlier, and people have been around since early this morning.
Oh,
I guess what
here
we're
comes the
looking- yeah,
pace
that's our
car.
pace car.
Yeah. Oh, get ready.
Look at that. Now, see, I could use that car.
Could you?
I think last year, I had seen some tapes of earlier parades. They had a real futuristic
Did they?
car with, it looked like a big pancake with a bug inside of it or something.
You like pancakes with bugs
Oh, I love
inside?
pancakes, yeah.
With bugs
Minus
inside
the
of
bugs.
them.
Minus the bugs.
Men in their cars, I swear.
Well, see, also about the parade, I don't know if we'll have a chance to get into it later on, but what has always fascinated me about the floats is every half-inch or quarter-inch of the float has to be covered with something organic.
That's right.
Meaning
Everything
something alive
living.
or something
It's
that
been living.
was at one time
That's
alive.
right, one time
Right.
alive. Yes, nuts and flowers. I didn't realize they used cinnamon and
Oh, yeah.
and pepper. Oh,
There's the-
look at the police.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh, is that exciting? Oh, I've always wanted to ride one
See,
of
that's
those
the place
things.
to be right now.
I bet you'd like to have
I
one
would
of
be a
those.
policeman just to wear the uniform.
Would you?
And wear the
Yeah.
sunglasses.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
And
Well,
I can't believe, I guess we came here at 4 o'clock this morning and people were lined up. They had the porta potties out there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they had the porta potties and they had the barbecues out there and
Yeah.
roasting marshmallows to work. So
They've been living there for
this
2
town
days.
is alive, yeah.
You bet they are. That is exciting.
Okay.
We're off. The first of 22 marching bands to greet parade watchers is the official band of the city of Riverside. The Riverside Community College Band, created just 5 years ago, the Marching Tigers Band has won the Community College Marching Band Championship every year since. The 100-member band are veteran world travelers, having played to receptive audiences in Japan, Switzerland, and Canada. Hey, let's listen. They certainly do. They certainly do. Look how synchronized they are. Isn't that wonderful? We'll We'll be right back live with more live coverage and of the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade right here on NBC right after this.
For 35 years, Disneyland has been a place that's made you feel like a king or queen or a star on a stage. It's like no other place on earth. A place to be yourself, where adventures and fantasy are all in a day's fun. Celebrate 35 years of fun at the biggest party in our history. Disneyland's year-long 35th anniversary celebration. It's big. It's Disneyland big.
American family's biggest. Get...
Now we've been started, so we'll see how they are in the next couple hours. I have a feeling they'll still be smiling from ear to ear.
I think they will be too.
Maybe they're right below us now.
Yeah.
I still can't believe this is 1990 already.
Nope.
1990 marks the 50th anniversary of the American Quarter Horse Association, with its 200,000 members represented by those now riding into view. That's what we're looking at. There are more than 2.5 million quarter horses, making it the most popular breed of all. I wasn't aware of that. Maggie Elliott of Visalia, California, serves as marshal. Is that Maggie right there?
Oh, look at them prance.
Now, see, I'm an avid horse lover, so I'm enjoying this immensely.
Beautiful, beautiful horses.
You think NBC would get upset if I just ran down there and jumped on one of those horses?
Go ahead, Blair. I'll hold the fort.
All right, sounds good.
NBC wouldn't mind. I don't know about the quarter horse riders. American Honda plays tribute to today's Rose Parade marching band with this colorful musical marching entry called Strike Up the Band. What is lacking in band members is made up in size and spirit.
Now this is our first award winner right here, and they've won for animation. The folks' 10 animated bandsmen are under the watchful eye of the high-stepping drum major, who's waving his staff to the beat of the music. That mighty American flag at the front of the float stands 29 feet high, weighing in at more than 1,000 pounds. Incredible.
Wow.
Now that's 29 feet high. We're going to see some floats later on that are much, much higher than that.
I should say, but aren't they wonderful? You know, the band members' uniforms are made up of chrysanthemums and carnations, statice and orchids. Their hats are covered with carnations, roses, orchids, and mums.
Now remember, every square inch is flowers. Something, as I said, organic, or something that was alive. Or
yeah,
one time.
The instruments stay in tune with help from straw flower petals. Isn't that amazing? This second group of riders represents one of the rarest breeds, the American Bashkir Curly Registry. Marshal Norman Dills of Winnemucca, Nevada, is atop his curly, a breed that numbers less than 1,000 in America. The curly gets its name from the fact that they're born with curly hair and curly eyelashes. Why wasn't I born that way?
You did okay.
Yeah, and the curly sheds their hair in the summer months, and they grow it back in the fall.
Mardi Gras parade and festival are celebrated by this beautiful float from Slice. It's a street scene and procession highlighted by a huge lion serpent right there. Surrounding the lion are animated horses, costume dancers, and a traditional New Orleans jazz band. See, I'm crazy about jazz. I've been to New Orleans one time in my life, and I just fell in love with the city.
Oh, I love jazz, too. Isn't that wonderful? They look like they're having fun, don't they? Woo. Isn't that beautiful? Cute.
You been to New Orleans?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was Empress of Artists when they were in the Mardi Gras. Had a good time.
As NBC's coverage of the 1990 Tournament of Roses parade continues, we're looking at a float of monumental proportions. It's actually the Constitutional Bicentennial Monument, sponsored by the Spirit of America Foundation. Weighing in, now get this, Barbara, it's 7 tons. The monument is made of bronze, marble, and granite, and includes bronze replicas of the original Constitution and Bill of Rights. This is the first time in the parade's 100-plus years, and one, as of today, that an official national monument is riding on a float.
Also riding on the float are rap stars DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Growing Pains' Kirk Cameron, and the monument sculptor Brett Livingston Strong.
That's Kirk down there. Kirk Cameron and his sister. I can't tell if that's his sister or his sister on the show.
Yeah, my goodness. And we'll be back right after this.
On NBC.
When someone's had a less than perfect day, send them a pick-me-up bouquet from FTD4.
The theme continues as the Marines still come marching in. It's the composite Marine Corps band made up of Marine musicians from El Toro, Camp Pendleton, and San Diego. The Marine Composite Band has been playing for Rose Parade audiences since the 1940s. And don't they sound great?
They sound great. Boy, they make me proud.
You know, Barbara, I saw them in Washington, D.C. a few years ago, and you don't see much right now, but the precision they have and the timing.
Wonderful,
incredible.
Wonderful, wonderful musicians.
They may do that later on, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. I want to get up and march with them.
Go ahead, I'll hold down the phone.
Okay. You go ride the horses, I'll march with the Marines. Another Rose Parade veteran are the floats from the Bakery, Confectionery, and Tobacco Workers Union. This is the 41st year for the organization, and this time out, it's Sing a Song of Sixpence. After a long night of celebrating, it's nothing like the sight of a giant baker proudly displaying his fresh-baked pie of blackbirds to really ring in the new year.
Now, those 5 blackbirds you see in the middle of our pie are costumed float animators. And one is actually working as an observer for the float driver who can't see anything outside of the float. I think that that's our navigator right there.
Or she, I guess.
I think our driver is buried underneath the hive.
That's a pretty cute little blackbird there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that darling? And by the sea, the students of the Cal Poly Universities of Pomona and San Luis Obispo put in some 25,000 hours working on this, their year-long project dubbed Sound Waves. It's an underwater concert featuring octopus and a team of seahorses playing an accordion and a choir of clams. In the audience, a fiddler clam, of course.
Of course, and the students custom designed a computer-controlled animation system. I don't know if you can see it right there, but I think the middle of our octopus head, we call that the nerd room.
The nerd room.
The computer is and where everything is being
And they
operated.
did this all on their own, their own budget. They had very little money to do this.
Oh yeah,
with.
they designed it. They put the computers in there.
Grew their own
money.
flowers, which is quite remarkable because some of these floats cost a lot of bucks.
Oh yeah, and every year I know Cal Poly's float is always a crowd pleaser.
Yes. Isn't that wonderful?
Now those are...
Trick roper Monty Montana on
That's
his black and white quarter horse Rex. Right, Monty tried to teach me how to do that once. This is Monty's 55th year riding in the parade. Joining Mr. Montana are his wife, Marilee Montana, their stepdaughter, Trudy Young, and 1989's Miss High School Rodeo Queen, Brett Mary Bischoff. Now, in some circles, Monty Montana is perhaps best known for roping President Eisenhower in the 1953 inaugural parade in Washington, D.C. Well, Monty.
Now, are we going to see him go in the crowd and start roping people?
I don't know. He might. He's liable to do anything.
Have you seen him this morning yet?
I haven't seen him this morning.
When was the last time you saw him?
Well, about 2 years ago. He tried to teach me how to do this in my backyard. I destroyed several trees, and he gave up.
Well, I see they didn't get the bugs out of this next float. This is also, by the way, another winner. This is our winner for
Arco.
The best float that portrays the theme of the parade, which is a world of harmony. It's Arco's Guardian of the Garden, a beautiful green space filled with fairies and a praying mantis. A wolf spider is on there and a wasp, a ladybug and a scorpion. That's our praying mantis right there, I believe. And even a lizard on the prow.
Well, talk about getting into your work. The float builders gathered insect specimens from as far away as Southeast Asia to research these little garden critters. And I think the research paid off. This is one of the biggest and busiest floats in today's Rose Parade. It stands 36 feet high, 24 feet wide, 55 feet long, holds over 150,000 flowers, and weighs in at 26,000 pounds. That's a whole lot of bugs.
A whole lot of bugs.
Woo, are they cute, though? Look at that!
Marching to the beat of Law and Order are the 55 members of the police band of the city of Zurich, all the way from Zurich, Switzerland. Band members range in age from 20 to 63, representing all service departments of the Zurich police. Let's take a listen to this.
On behalf of the Zurich Police Band, I bring you greetings from Switzerland and the best wishes for a Happy New Year.
Oh, that's lovely.
It is. I think I was told she's in charge of the drug enforcement there.
Is she really?
She's got to be a tough lady.
What a pretty little thing. What a pretty little country it is, too. It's like a toy country.
I haven't been there.
Oh, I love their cows. Best cows in the whole world.
Really?
Big ears like Mickey Mouse.
I tell you, with my father being in the military, he said that's one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Oh, it is.
I may go there on my honeymoon.
Color this next float winter white. This is Glendale, California's 73rd entry in the parade, and it's aptly titled Winter Wonderland. Decorated and operated by City of Glendale workers, their float features the perfect winter landscape scene, complete with large snowflakes, a family sleigh ride, and perky little snowmen.
We got that holiday fever all over again.
Oh, yeah.
Winter Wonderland.
Where's my present, Blair?
It's on its way.
Okay. Aren't they beautiful? And those are all flowers. Those are chrysanthemums, I think, on the snowflakes.
It is something else. You know, as beautiful as it is out here, I had to fly all the way back east just to get some snow for Christmas time. Here we go. It's time to rock around the croc, courtesy of the Carnation Company. We've got a giant crocodile taking a spin down Colorado Boulevard on his skateboard. It's a skateboard. Doing double duty as he plays his flower power electric guitar. Not to be outdone, we've got one of the world's slowest creatures, a tortoise, sporting one of the wildest haircuts of the past decade, a mohawk. I used to have a mohawk.
Yeah, I bet you were cute.
Well, no, not really. Now, if you listen closely, you'll hear the Bill Haley classic, Rock Around the Clock. Earlier this year, the Queen of the Tournament of Roses Parade was chosen, and quite a good choice, I must say. Here she comes with her court. Let's look and listen.
Hello, I'm Queen Yasmin Begum Delawari. I'm from La Cañada, and I'm 17 years old. Happy New Year.
I'm Princess Marissa Ann Stevenson from Arcadia, and I'm 17 years old.
Hi, I'm Princess Candace Watson. I'm 17 years old, and I'm from Pasadena, California.
I am Princess Peggy Antisweta from Temple City, and I am 17 years old.
Hi, I'm Princess Inger Miller from Altadena, and I'm 17 years old.
Hi, I am Princess Joanne Elizabeth Ward from Arcadia, and I am 19 years old.
Hello, my name is Princess Kristen Blake Gibbs from South Pasadena, and I am 18 years old.
Blair, I can see one of your biggest fans standing along the parade route. An actress who's building up her own contingent of fans as one of the stars of NBC's newest daytime dramas, Generations. She's Jonelle Allen.
Hi, Jonelle.
Hi, I've watched this parade for years when I used to live in New York. Now that I'm in Los Angeles and actually at the Rose Parade, it is unbelievable. The bands, the floats, the excitement, just everything. And there'll be more of the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade with your host Barbara Eden and that fine Blair Underwood, live right here on NBC when we return. Bye.
District Honor Bands, a Rose Parade tradition since 1930. The 150-member band is made up of the Pasadena City College Marching Band and high school honor students and is under the direction of James Arnwine. With the red and white uniforms emblazoned with rose emblems, you know these are local kids and proud to be attending school here in Pasadena.
That's where the party is.
Yeah.
He is jamming.
That's great.
All right, now they're playing old theme songs from old songs.
Woo!
From old television series.
Great.
You think they'll do I Dream of Jeannie?
Maybe.
Barbara, we've had a huge rockin' crocodile, a giant baker with his fresh baked blackbirds. Now it's time for a King Kong-sized kangaroo to take his place on Colorado Boulevard. Sponsored by the City of Duarte and City of Hope's National Medical Center, this A Hug-A-Day, I could use a Hug-A-Day.
You got it.
All right. This Hug-A-Day float features the Roo hugging 5 kids from Duarte.
Oh,
So
is
there's
he
a pouch in front.
darling?
I think there's also a pouch in the back.
Yeah.
Can't see it from here.
The kangaroo is decorated with mums and yarrow, cottonseeds, corn husks, carnation petals, seaweed, and Vanda orchids.
Just a lot of that organic stuff. Veteran Los Angeles television and radio broadcaster George Putnam makes his 37th appearance riding down Colorado Boulevard. The George Putnam Group also features a friend from Mission Hills, California, and one from Phoenix, Arizona. Ride 'em, George.
Boy,
Look at that
that's
outfit.
pretty. Now, I like that
Heavy,
outfit.
but it looks great.
It's worth it, huh? Attention, Kmart shoppers. That's me. And Rose Parade viewers. We have a Red Rose special now coming into view on aisle 6. Well, make that Colorado Boulevard. It's Kmart's first Rose Parade entry, a beautiful float called Carousel of Dreams, featuring a floral carousel of animals from around the world.
All of our animal experts can spot an American Mustang if you look closely, a Canadian moose, a South American llama, an African lion, an Arabian horse, a Chinese panda, and a Russian bear. I see our lion, our elephant there. It's Gladiolus meets Glassnose.
This is a first Rose Parade appearance for the Wee Wheelers Miniature Horse Group, led by Marshal Lauren Parker of Camarillo, California. The miniature horses are pulling turn-of-the-century carriages. The traveling grooms are wearing 1890s style livery. Among the horses pulling carriages are the 1988-89 National Champion Best Matched Pair and the 1988 National Champion Driving Horse. Aren't they cute?
I guess I'd be too heavy to ride one of those.
No, you wouldn't. No, you
No?
wouldn't. No, never. Never seen that. Yes. More floats, flowers, and fun as NBC's live coverage of the 101st Rose Parade continues when we return. Now stay with us.
Please. And we're back. Enjoying this New Year's morning is Tournament of Roses President Don W. Fetty and his wife Julie, their sons Bill, Mark, and Steve, daughter Melinda, and daughter-in-law Jennifer. That's our head honcho.
Welcome to the 101st Rose Parade. On behalf of the 850 active volunteer members of the Tournament of Roses, I'd like to wish all of you a new year filled with happiness and harmony. Thank you for joining us on this exciting morning.
All right.
For the first time since 1960, the state of Delaware is represented by the Rose Parade. This time by the Alexis I. DuPont High School Tiger Marching Band. The 250-member band out of Wilmington, Delaware, is led by director Paul Parrott. For the past 3 years, the band has performed in Philadelphia's annual Thanksgiving Day Parade, and they represented the state of Delaware during President Bush's inaugural parade.
Now here we have another float winner. This is the best characterization of the romance of California. The Burbank Tournament of Roses Association knows a good theme when it sees one. Today the parade is celebrating a world of harmony, our theme, while Burbank celebrates the harmony of the 50s. In this, their 55th entry in the Rose Parade, we've got a malt shop, a classic jukebox, roller skating waitresses, and dancing kids. SeaWorld presents Birds of a Feather Skate Together. Those, of course, are penguins up top spinning and skating on 3 icy ponds. But, Barbara, what kind of birds are pulling up alongside in their kayak?
Well, they are Huffin and Puffin.
But
Two
what are they?
tufted puffins. Birds based in the Arctic. If you know your ornithology, puffins hold the same ecological niche in the Arctic as penguins do in the Antarctic. And it's thought that penguins and puffins have actually never encountered each other in their natural domain. The birds represent SeaWorld's penguin encounter exhibits across the country.
They never encounter each other. I wonder if they just don't come in contact, or they're
kind of far
avoid
apart,
each other.
Blair.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense to me.
A few thousand miles. But we can arrange it if you like.
I'd like to see what would happen just for the fun of it.
Oh, aren't they darling?
USC football fans know this familiar figure. He's Richard Sokow, formerly known as Tommy Trojan. After 29 years of service to the University of Southern California, he retired last year, but his horses will carry on the tradition. The Richard Sokow Equestrian Group consists of various breeds of horse, including saddlebred, quarter horse, Arabian, and Tennessee Walker.
Aren't they beautiful?
We do have a lot of equestrian in this parade, a lot of horses.
Sure do, but these are gorgeous. Look at those ears.
And you say you wouldn't be upset if I were to go down and just
You
jump
go
on one
ahead,
of the
Blair. I'll find Puffin.
horses? Getting tempted here.
Workers unite and blow. 5 different occupations are represented on this, the 79th Road Parade entry from the city of Los Angeles. The 5 animated whistles depict a drum major, a tugboat captain, a waitress, a laborer, and a policeman. Each whistle is powered by a motorbike, operated by veteran float drivers from the Pasadena Motorcycle Club, the oldest chartered club of its kind in the United States.
But just imagine gluing those flowers on one by one.
Oh, my heavens.
Well, we had a chance to see that day before last.
Yes, we
Go by and
did.
see some of the
Boy,
folks,
were they working hard. They worked night and day.
But they weren't at this stage right here.
He looks so real. Look at the flesh tones.
Yeah.
That's cinnamon and what else do they say they use there?
Oh, no telling.
All kinds of.
Our very first Rose Parade back in 1889 was organized by the Valley Hunt Club. Members of the club, led by Loris Phillips of Pasadena, California, are depicting a 1920-style family outing. That's club president Richard Miller and family riding in what's called a roof seat break. Now, your grandparents...
My grandparents were here in 1899, so they saw the Tournament of Roses then, yeah.
One of our early ones.
That's something. Surrounding this replica of a stadium are floral pennants of each of the Pac-10 universities. Riding on the float and representing the Pac-10 champion, USC cheerleaders. Oh, a lot
of rivalry here.
We have some Michigan people out there.
They're doing the booing. Yeah, a lot of USC fans out here cheering.
SC cheering. Aren't they cute? Woo! Aren't they darling? You know, flowers on the float, besides the little girls, include mums, carnations, gerbera daisies, roses, marigolds, iris, statice, rice, seeds, and tie leaves.
What color are the tie leaves?
I don't know, but those girls are so cute.
Yes, yes they are.
The tie leaves are green.
All right. While the Southern Cal cheerleaders ride on by, they're followed by members of the USC Trojan Marching Band under the watchful eye of band director Dr. Arthur Bartner. Now, the USC band just made an appearance on our show, LA Law.
Did they?
It hasn't aired yet. It should be on in January or February.
Aren't they wonderful?
But I tell you, they were real excited about this day, this game.
Oh, are they great? Look at the energy.
I have to say this also. Those are my high school colors.
Really?
Burgundy and gold. We were the Crimson Wave. I like the shades.
Oh, yeah. It's time to take a break in the action. But first, let's check with TV lifeguard and Baywatch star John Allen Nelson. Happy New Year, John. I understand you just arrived back in sunny Southern California.
That's right, Barbara. Happy New Year to you and you too, Blair. My wife and I spent Christmas with her family in her hometown right outside Gothenburg, Sweden. We flew back yesterday for our first Rose Parade. This is just absolutely unbelievable. And there's more to come as NBC's live coverage of the Rose Parade continues. Stay with us.
Live with NBC's coverage of the world's largest New Year's party, the Rose Parade. And it's time for a change of pace. It's time to forget the harmony, rescue the cat. This daredevil float is from the Casablanca Fan Company. We've got clowns and firemen attempting a daring rescue of the cat perched high atop a 50-foot light pole.
Now see, that's spectacular. They're going to get ready to spin around here. Watch this, watch this.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. Listen, while the pandemonium reigns below, there's a certain sense of calm as Carl and Sheila Wynn, professional high-wire motorcyclists, get ready to make the rescue. There they go. But see, that's the kind of stuff I like.
You'd like to do that? Blair, you may.
I'm putting my
I'd rather be the cat.
kid in right now.
Oh my goodness. That's wonderful.
Maybe next year, you think?
Next year, they'll let you do it. Isn't that remarkable? The audience loves this. It's a real crowd pleaser. Now they may
be revving up to do it again.
For some strange reason, the police lining the Rose Parade route are very interested, or maybe they're a little nervous, about a rider in the next equestrian group. That's because Miss Zsa Zsa Gabor, famous for her slap heard around the world, is riding with the belles and beaux of the 1800s. While the women are dressed as Southern belles and the men as Confederate soldiers, Miss Gabor is wearing a costume from her native Hungary. Blair, does that make her a Hungarian belle?
I would say.
You think so? Marshal Marilyn Orr of La Cañada Flintridge leads the pack of riders on Tennessee Walkers, a horse known for its unusual gait, the running walk. Or as Zsa Zsa might say, give it a little slap on the rump, darling, and off he'll run.
Well, here we are, the first Elvis sighting of the new year. What would the Rose Parade of the 90s be without Elvis sighting? This is the first Rose Parade entry from the state of Mississippi, and they've started with the winner. The float depicts 4 homegrown Mississippi musicians. B.B. King representing the blues, country music legend Tammy Wynette, opera star, one of my favorites, Leontyne Price, and rock and roll's Elvis Presley. The musicians rest atop rotating record albums on the base of Magnolia Blossoms, the state flower of Mississippi. This is the only float representing a state in the 1990 Rose Parade, and the first float to represent a state in the parade in more than 2 decades. There's Elvis.
Isn't that remarkable? Now, that's a work of art.
The skin tones, you were asking about the skin tones earlier, are created with spices, walnut shells, mums, and powdered strawberries. And the hair is full of seaweed. Now, that's something I wasn't aware of. Most of the black things you see are seaweed.
Right.
See, I always thought seaweed was green until
and then
the day before
gray
yesterday.
Is silver leaf. From the king of rock and roll to the mayor of Pasadena, His Honor, Mayor William Thompson Jr. rides with his family in a 1914 Pierce Arrow decorated by representatives from the Flower Council of Holland.
I have a good friend in Holland. Yes. Foreign exchange student, Manya. Here we go. Music theater is center stage in this. The 25th consecutive entry from the city of Arcadia, California. The city pays tribute to the classic musical Showboat with singers, dancers, and a Dixieland band.
Support for this float comes from the non-profit Arcadia Tournament of Roses Association. A portion of the group's proceeds for the coming year will go to the California Handicapped Skiers Foundation, which will soon begin operation of Southern California's first ski school for the handicapped at Bear Mountain Ski Resort.
Riding in colorful Arabian attire are Bill Stack's Altadena Arabian group. Marshals are Bill Stack and John Suttle. Marshall Stack has been a Tournament of Roses parade participant since 1956 and is the designer and creator of all of his own costumes.
How beautiful.
Wow.
Old California, complete with a bridge, floral fountain, and cascading wisteria blooms, is represented by this Oddfellows and Rebecca's float called Serenade. The bridge contains mums, redwood bark, corn husks, and paper bark. The fountain is a delight, decorated with mums, carnation petals, orchid petals, and seed, with water of statice, iris, and orchids. Remarkable.
Castle Park High School in Chula Vista, California is making its first Rose Parade appearance with their Trojan Brigade marching band. In honor of the occasion, the 207-member band is performing an original composition called Castle's First Rose. Del Bengal is the band director.
And here's another trophy winner, the Founders Trophy. The city of La Cañada Flintridge presents an international zoological barbershop quartet called Sheer Harmony. The quartet consists of an African giraffe and hippo, an Indian tiger, and an Australian emu. And it's a South American snake providing a hair-raising experience for a Southeast Asian elephant. Sheer elegance. How do they do that? Is that amazing?
I don't know. I think we've been spoiled. I tell you, if floats don't move and they aren't animated in some way, it's just isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
They all move and they're all animated.
Isn't that wonderful? Not too happy about his haircut there, is he?
At least it isn't a mohawk. Is it? 3 in a row is the theme of the Big Ten Conference float, and representing the Big Ten are University of Michigan cheerleaders atop the float. Where are the cheerleaders? There they are.
There they are. They'll probably jump on a mile down the parade route there.
I hear some fans out there.
Oh, yeah. We have Michigan fans.
They're pretty hyped up. No, I know it's got to be cold back in Michigan right now. So
Oh,
they
look
have
at
to
her. Look at her
appreciate
being
the cold
held
weather.
up so high. Did you see that?
I did.
Those
Were you
are
ever a
muscles.
cheerleader?
No. No, I wasn't. Always wanted to be. Rooting on the University of Michigan Wolverines is the University of Michigan Marching Band. Oh, boy.
They're high stepping.
They're out to win, aren't they?
Football remains the theme as Dr. Pepper's teamwork entry wheels down Colorado Boulevard. We've got a cheerleader and a football player working together to move their little red wagon past the Rose Parade watchers. And they've got quite a job ahead of them. Their wagon is 55 feet long and 18 feet high.
Wow.
See his leg just pushing the wagon along.
Did you ever have a wagon like that, Blair?
I did.
I'll bet you did.
I had a little red wagon like that and a tricycle. My prized possession.
I had a ponytail.
You got a ponytail.
We'll be right back with more live coverage of the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade right after this.
That is our figure.
That's a familiar figure here on NBC, huh? Oh, aren't they lovely?
This was one of the floats we saw the other day, and they said this took at least 3 months to build.
To put together, yeah.
And that's an average.
Yes.
3 to 4 months.
Walnut shells, onion seeds for eyes. With just 1,200 purebred Andalusian horses in the United States, this group, the International Andalusian Horse Association, represents truly a rare breed. The attire is Spanish and Portuguese, and the group is led by Marshal Pat Garrison of Thousand Oaks, California.
Those are some beautiful horses.
They certainly are. Only 1,200 in the United States?
Yeah.
My goodness.
With the world climate changing each and every day, FTD salutes global friendship and cooperation with their 37th consecutive Rose Parade entry, entitled Friendship in Bloom. We're looking at the Garden of Versailles, the setting of many historic peace events, including the signing of the Treaty of Versailles ending World War I.
That's the Fountain of Flora from the King's Garden, center stage, crowned by a statue pouring water into a reflecting pool. The water is created by more than 150 floating floral spirals, rotating floral spirals. Riding on the float is Sarah Dexheimer, a 6th grader from North Tonawanda, New York, the lucky winner of a nationwide educational program and contest sponsored by the florist. Remarkable.
FTD does it in style, don't they?
They certainly do, and it makes it, those rotating spirals makes it look like water. It really looks like water. It's beautiful.
There they are, yeah. It's time to flock on by. This is another winner, another float winner. This award is presented for excellence of craftsmanship. Security Pacific National Bank's 5th consecutive Rose Parade entry depicts a family of geese together for life. Bank employees decorated the float, which features geese made up of mums, carnations, and silverleaf. The geese eggs are made up of chrysanthemums, carnations, marigolds, orchids, and iris petals. The gardens contain iris, cattleya, dendrobium, orchids, and of course, roses.
Of course. More floats, flowers, and fun as NBC's live coverage of the 101st Rose Parade continues. When we return, now will you stay with us?
Coverage of the Rose Parade.
Ranging in age from 15 to 70 and representing musicians from California to Canada, the Salvation Army Tournament of Roses Band marks its 71st appearance in the Rose Parade. Band director is Chris Mallett. Oh, aren't they wonderful? They are dedicated.
Now, this is one of my favorites. The New Year is celebrated with a new baby. Baskin-Robbins' Mother's Love. Still shaky after his entrance into the world, the mechanized calf, after some prodding by Mrs. Cow, will stand and greet the New Year's Day Rose Parade watchers.
This cow is a dream come true for the ice cream manufacturer. Standing 24 feet tall and 40 feet long, she could keep ice cream parlors stocked well into the 90s.
Look at those eyelashes.
They darling. Oh.
Now, those eyelashes are made of seaweed. Again, I believe almost everything you see black is probably seaweed.
That's a proud mommy.
Entertainers from the tiny republic of San Marino, Italy, the smallest self-governed state in Europe, accompany a giant chevalier from the International House of Pancakes, the Age of Chivalry, which features 1 captain and assistant captain, 10 crossbowmen, 9 banner carriers, 12 flag wavers, 8 drum players, 4 trumpet players, and a partridge in well.
In a Rose Parade. Oh, my. The Chevalier is covered with silver leaf, eucalyptus leaves, carnation petals, Dusty Miller poppy seeds, seaweed, mums, dendrobium orchids, and beans. His sturdy steed and saddle are decorated with mums, carnation petals, flaxseed, onion seed, marigold petals, and sweet rice. The gardens feature lilies, mums, and roses.
Could that be your knight in shining armor?
Oh, boy, I hope
think?
so. Beautiful.
The pageantry of the Middle Ages is once again celebrated by the riders from medieval times. Group members are riding white Andalusian horses and wearing authentic reproductions of 11th century costumes. Andre Gelibert of Buena Park, California is the group's marshal.
Beautiful. I want to be rescued.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind coming to be rescued.
Can I be a fair lady?
See, I would love to do that just for the costume, just to wear the costume.
Me too, me too. Well, here's another prize winner, the Mayor's Trophy. This is presented to the float with the most originality of design in their floral presentation. There are no phantoms in sight, but there's still time to enjoy Pasadena-based Golden State Foods Corporation's Tonight at the Opera. The float is supported by 4 pipe clusters framed by 8 carvings of angels and instruments, the muses of music.
That's my Mac man. Midway on the float, 8 feet above the ground, is our keyboard player. That's him, Mac Tonight. He's playing medleys from Phantom of the Opera and 3 Penny Opera. Contrary to rumor, Mac Tonight won't step down to perform a reading from Macbeth.
No, Blair. No.
No, Mac is cool. I like Mac.
I do too. Well, this float certainly deserves to win the Mayor's Trophy.
That's for originality.
Goodness. Floral presentation, yeah. Wow. He knows you're up here, Blair. Beautiful.
Crowd loves this one.
They certainly do. Looks like it's floating, doesn't it?
Some people, as we said earlier, camp overnight to watch the parade in the morning. Others spend the night ringing in the new year and then head straight out to the parade central. The perfect example is the latter, Stella Stevens, the newest cast member of NBC's award-winning daytime drama, Santa Barbara. Happy New Year.
I've never been to a Rose Parade before, so this is a first for me and my boyfriend, Bob, who's from Brooklyn, New York. He's never experienced it either. We decided to let New Year's Eve stretch out a bit this year, and so far it's been a blast. See you on Santa Barbara. Happy New Year, and stay tuned for more of NBC's coverage of the Rose Parade.
Making their march down Colorado Boulevard are the 140-member Mauna Loa High School Marching Band. Each year, they're a regular performer at Hawaii's Aloha Week Parade and Rainbow Marching Band Festival, and have performed at the 1988 World Expo in Brisbane, Australia. Band director is Eldon T. Seta.
What's that word, Barbara? Mauna Loa.
The Mauna High School Manahuni Marching Band, under the direction of Eldon Seta, is proud to represent Hawaii in the 1990 Tournament of Roses. A warm aloha and Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year to you, too. Here we are, another float winner. This award is given to the most unusual and unique entry. Congratulations. It's Mutual Admiration Society time. Each June, the Tournament of Roses enters a float in Portland, Oregon's annual Grand Floral Parade. And each January, the Portland Rose Festival enters a float in the Rose Parade. This year's entry celebrates summertime, which is apropos for at least this part of the country.
Certainly is.
As hummingbirds hover among the flowers and a bird bath sparkles in the afternoon sun. There's a hummingbird.
Beautiful. The hummingbirds are flower-filled, including dendrobium orchids, carnations, chrysanthemums, and gladiolas. Over the bird bath, mums, coconut, corn husks, onions, and dendrobium orchids are all in full view. Patricia Lawson of Hartford, Connecticut, leads the Ebony Horsewoman, reportedly America's only all-black female equestrian organization. Several years ago, the group started Project Horse Sense, a drug awareness and prevention program.
Go ahead, girls. Ride them.
Ride 'em, cowboy. Cowgirl.
Make me proud.
Oh, cute.
Another float winner, best achievement in floats 35 feet and under in length. This is our winner. While the parade has been moving along at a good clip, it's now time to slow down to a snail's pace. Thanks to this year's entry from the city of Torrance, California, nicknamed Seymour, that's S-E-E Moore, the giant snail is covered with chrysanthemums and carnations, and his snail threads are decorated with orchids, mums, carnations, petals, and lilies. The rest of the snail features tie leaves, bells of Ireland, moss, and split peas, iris petals, statice, onion seeds, seaweed, again, and carnation petals.
Remarkable. Remarkable.
Now, I'm assuming maybe that's green seaweed on the head. I think on the side, it's like strip.
I don't know. Could be tie leaves. Olympian Rayford Johnson, who for years has worked with the Special Olympics, this year rides as special guest of the American Riding Club for the Handicapped. Formed back in 1981, the group appears in 15 Southern California parades a year. Lorraine Frosty Kaiser is the group marshal.
These young people and I want to thank you for your support of Special Olympics and helping us show that a disability is not a handicap. Happy New Year.
Have you done some work with Rayford for Special Olympics?
No.
It's remarkable. You should do it.
Actually, I did.
Wonderful.
In D.C. It wasn't specifically with Rayford, but I did go to D.C. and did some work with Special Olympics.
Because they really compete and they have fun.
Oh, yes, they do. A monument to the human spirit. The music of the Caribbean is the theme of this delightful float from the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. Swaying to the rhythms of the Caribbean, the two giant seahorses we're looking at, decorated with gladiola petals, lentil seeds, mums, straw flowers, and coconut, pull a shell coach, decorated with corn husks and pearls. The undersea garden contains carnation petals, statice, and dendrobium orchid petals, while the gardens are filled with roses, iris, and cattleya orchids. I rest my case. This is by far the most exciting Rose Parade I've ever seen, but there's more to come. So stay with us as NBC's live coverage of the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade continues from Pasadena, California. Don't go anywhere.
Representing the cooler climates of Alexandria, Minnesota, the Alexandria Jefferson High School Marching Band. The band has placed first or second in all of its competitions the last 3 years. This year, the trip west to the Rose Parade was financed in part by selling a limited edition painting commemorating their trip to the parade. This is their debut performance in the Tournament of Roses Parade.
They're spick and span, too. Look at them.
Yes, my goodness. Wonderful.
Here's another float in today's Rose Parade that mixes beauty with a serious concern. Nature's Masterpiece is its name. From the Bank of America shows harmony among creatures of this rainforest. A butterfly flutters near a beetle, a snake winds its way through the forest, a frog croaks near carnivorous plants, and a toucan stares at a macaw.
Macaw. Flexible skin surfaces and electric animation create the lifelike movements. The entry is designed to draw attention to the depletion of the South American rainforest and its many inhabitants. And boy, we should pay attention to that. Oh, that's wonderful.
I tell you, if nothing else, that is the rainforest, the one thing we need to really pay attention to.
We certainly do.
Good
more people should be aware of that. Oh, listen.
It's our toucan.
Your toucan. And your macaw.
That's the macaw. All right. No, but I was saying, if nothing else, we just really need to pay attention to what's happening with our rainforest, because once that goes...
There goes the world. Look at their fur. That's pampas grass, isn't it?
I think so.
Pampas grass, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Almost makes you feel like you're there. Ooh.
And yet another float winner awarded for the most outstanding float entered by a city. This float is pulled by Clydesdale horses, and guess where it's from? Right, St. Louis, Missouri. And the theme is man's best friend, another example that extols harmony between man and beast. The animated figures include a water buffalo, a llama, an ostrich, a camel, burro, and elephant.
Seeds, leaves, grasses, and mosses cover the animals. It's the 34th time the city of St. Louis has entered a float in the Tournament of Roses Parade. Isn't it beautiful?
Well, I can see why it won that award.
I can too.
Led by Jack Brown of Hermosa Beach, this is the Long Beach Mounted Police, composed of law officers from that Southern California oceanside city. Now, you talk about beautiful territory.
Yes.
Down there in Long Beach.
Oh, I should say so. Those are beautiful horses. They're all matched. Want to ride those, Blair?
I don't need to say it. I'm just thinking. I've got the bug already. I wasn't even going to mention it this time.
NBC's home base for the Rose Parade is here atop the Elks Lodge on Colorado Boulevard. The theme of this year's entry from the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks is Heartland of America, and they won the Queen's Trophy.
Yes, they did.
It was presented to the float presenting the most effective use in display of roses.
It's summertime on this float. There's a team of horses pulling a hay wagon down a country road. Just over the bridge, there's a square dance in progress with 8 dancers and a caller. The barn is covered with flaxseed, redwood bark, and more than 10,000 red carnations. Let's listen in. Sounds like a good old-fashioned hold-down to me.
Yes. Marching into view is the 182-member Cicero North Syracuse High School North Stars Marching Band. This marks their first ever march down Colorado Boulevard in the Rose Parade. One of the ways the band raised money was to ask its supporters to buy a mile of the band's trip from Cicero, New York to Pasadena, California at a rate of $75 per mile. Now that's Yankee ingenuity, huh?
It is that. Those are creative outfits.
Uh-huh.
Blue and green. There's my girl, Miss Piggy. She always gets her man, or frog in her case. And this year it's no exception as Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog ride Transamerica Life Company's Lassoed by Love float. Kermit's green skin was created with moss and parsley, no seaweed this time. And Miss Piggy's outfit is decorated with carnations and roses. Was that a wink Miss Piggy gave me?
Of course it was.
Oh,
She's my soul sister. Joining the pair are 4 6th grade students from Broadway Elementary School in Venice, California, the company's adopted school. The kids were chosen to ride the float based on a written essay. Because it's a long-standing tradition, last year's Tournament of Roses queen, Charmaine Beth Shryock, also is on board.
She did wink at me, didn't she?
She certainly did.
More live coverage of the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade on NBC when we return. Your host for NBC's coverage of the Rose Parade. Welcome back. Indian and Western wear are the theme of this group from Southern California. Veteran actor Iron Eyes Cody, who's been riding in the Rose Parade for 50 years, is the group's marshal. To his left is Reno Johnson, Sr., chief of the White Mountain Apache tribe in Arizona. Bringing up the rear are riders depicting Buffalo Bill, Wild Bill Hickok, and an Apache scout.
Here's another award winner for Best Presentation of Life in the United States. The Western theme continues as Rand McNally's float, in harmony with the land, rides into view. An American Indian brave surveys the horizon from the front of the float, while his family is hard at work creating hand-woven baskets and blankets. Surrounding the family are a lamb, a burro, a coyote, and a sculpted saguaro cactus. That got quite a hand from the crowd down there.
What kind of cactus is that?
Saguaro.
Now you know that
because I used to live in Arizona, right? Third in the Western theme is the United States Army Ceremonial Unit, B Troop 4th Cavalry. Staff Sergeant Stephen Griffin serves as marshal of the group, which promotes the heritage and traditions of the U.S. Army of the 1880s. Oh, look at that.
From the big state of Texas comes one of today's biggest marching bands, the 460-member Cooper High School Marching Band out of Abilene, Texas. It took 4 airplanes to bring band members and their equipment to California. They've done halftime shows for the Dallas Cowboys, Houston Oilers, and the Los Angeles Rams, who won yesterday.
Yay!
Yes, they did. I had to sneak that in.
460 members?
Woo! 4 airplanes. They seem so calm now, but this is really a big deal for these band members to come out all across the country.
Certainly
in the world. As we'll see later on, to just come to Pasadena and to play and perform in this parade. You got a smile there, see?
Yeah.
This band takes up almost the entire block by themselves. think this is another crowd pleaser, you can tell.
Yes. They're really applauding them.
They don't do things small in Texas, do they?
Never. A New Year's greeting to audiences of the 101st Rose Parade all over the world is something to crow about. And that's just what this giant rooster is doing. The float was decorated by high school students, Boy and Girl Scouts, and young people from the Braille Institute. For the float sponsor, Kiwanis International. Riding on the float are Rasona and Antoine, representing the thousands of children who have been placed with foster families and who will need placement this year.
Hi, my name is Tony. I have two sisters. Our new wish is to be adopted together. We don't need magic, just a lot of love to make our wish come true. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Tony's great. He was up here yesterday watching
He was
the
darling.
Yeah.
Gave me a big hug.
Did he?
Yeah.
Very polite young man.
Yes, indeed.
Well-mannered.
Well-mannered.
Local police, sheriff, and California Highway Patrol departments had this parade well covered with some 1,100 officers on the beat. 1,100.
Yeah.
We have our own man in blue on the beat. He's John Bolger, star of NBC's real-life New York police drama, True Blue. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Happy New Year. This is fun being back in Pasadena. The last time I was here on New Year's Day 20 years ago when my dad took my brother and I to the Rose Bowl. Anyway, have a happy New Year. And to the 330 emergency service cops back in New York, have a happy and a safe New Year. We'll be right back with more of the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade right here on NBC. Happy New Year.
A couple of these folks have been among my favorite, but this is by far my favorite one.
Did you know, Blair? What's he saying?
I missed it.
Yeah. Wow.
But this is, my little sister Melissa told me, it's like a transformer type thing.
Right.
Showing the spirit of the harmony. This is a winner.
This
also,
award recognizes the excellence of the creative design. This won the Grand Marshal's Trophy.
Wow. And showing the spirit of harmony for 1990, General Motors and the United Auto Workers have combined for their second Rose Parade entry to send their New Year's greeting to the world as they salute people in tune with technology. Look at that. The 2-in-1 Surprise is a futuristic vehicle that in just 20 seconds turns into a 57-foot high-tech robot and does a 360-degree spin. The key parts were supplied by divisions of the car manufacturer and decorated by its workers. The crowd just loves it.
The crowd loves it. This is magnificent. Inside the 6-story high float are hydraulic-run elevators used to move the robot's parts, and 2 onboard computers to maneuver the 40,000-pound flower-powered robot. My gracious.
Now see, if this had not won an award, I would have been upset.
I would too.
I would have to write some
no
letters.
way this wouldn't have won an award. Oh my goodness. It's decorated with white mums, silver leaf, seaweed, and spices. The robot's face is made up of iris petals, orchid petals, and Dusty Miller.
More cowboys and cowboys. Ryder. This is the Western group, and all those in the saddle are from various communities in California, all over the place. The marshal is D.C. Rogers from Nuevo, California. A lot of horses out there.
A lot of horses. Oh, you bet. Lazy Boy is the sponsor of this entry, but there isn't anything lazy about it. 3 gigantic 16-foot jack-in-the-boxes pop up and down as they travel the parade route. The 500-pound spring-mounted heads pop out of the boxes in just 2 seconds.
We have toy blocks, a teddy bear, and a spinning top surround the bouncing boxes. A float appropriately enough entitled Pop Music. There you go.
Huh? There you are, Blair. Looks like you.
It looks like me, huh? We'll throw some brown paint on there and we'll be
It's
okay.
that hat. The hat. Really, the hat is you.
The hat is me.
The nose.
It's covering up the mohawk, right?
Nah, it's a smile. The smile.
Well, you're a genie. You could probably do it. Now, that's something I never had, actually, a Jack in the Box.
I didn't either. Oh, look. There's Barbara.
Oh, that's you.
More floats, flowers, and fun as NBC's live coverage of the 101st Rose Parade continues. When we return, stay with us. Here's the float that was awarded the most humorous presentation trophy. Pals at Last comes from the city of South Pasadena. Former foes become pals. The dog, the cat, and the mice are having fun together on a speeding skateboard. The characters are made up of mums and carnations and appropriately play on a bed of roses. South Pasadena has been contributing floats to the Rose Parade continually since 1909.
Making their very first Rose Parade appearance are the East Carteret High School Marching Mariners from the North Carolina coastal community of Beaufort. Recently, they were in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and gave 3 performances at Walt Disney World. So here's another band that travels around a great deal.
Galloping Gossips are a unique equestrian group. They perform square dance routines on horseback. The only male rider, J. Leonard Spear, serves as caller. And they better get it right. He's a chief of police here in California. Pretty cute, huh?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mess with the chief.
No,
From the Eastman Kodak Company, there is True Colors of Harmony, a salute to international harmony combining music and flowers. The float features sheet music, a piano keyboard, a spinning globe, and musical scenes from around the world. Adding to the theme are 7 members of the International Children's Choir singing along to the company's True Colors song the True Colors song both in Spanish and English. The kids come from around the world, including Mexico, Korea, England, Australia, Nigeria, Peru, and, of course, the United States.
Well, we've seen quite a variety of bands this morning, and this one is no exception. Except they're led by Flower Power. Unocal salutes the harmony created by marching bands with a giant drum major leading 76 trombones. Twirling pinwheels, shooting stars, and cascading confetti surround the drum major.
Looks like a parade to me.
Boy, sure does. From Unocal. We'll be right back with more live coverage of the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade right here on NBC, right after this. The Rose Parade.
From nearby Los Angeles, here's a local favorite in Rose Parade tradition, the Los Angeles Unified All-District High School Honor Band. Not only is the band one of the most popular, it's also one of the loudest today, which I can attest to. That's because instruments are limited to brass and percussion. Students come from 49 district high schools. Go to it.
is a lovely home and garden scene of a family of rabbits from Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Service. The theme is At Home in Harmony. Mother prepares a meal as 3 children watch, and another pair work in the garden. Meantime, Father takes a moment to relax in his rocking chair, wouldn't you know it?
Well, can't leave this out. This is also another award winner, awarded to the most whimsical entry presenting out of the ordinary display and floral presentation. 3 of the rabbits are portrayed by riders in flowered costumes. The spring gardens are planted with roses, iris, carnations, and orchids, but alas, no carrots.
Narg.
Oh.
This is the American Morgan Horse Association Equestrian Group, who have been appearing in the Rose Parade as a group for more than 30 years. Morgans, all of them in the United States today, are descended from a single stallion dating back to 1879. Aren't they magnificent?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Want to go ride again, Blair?
I'm not going to say it. I think it's a given.
Oh, that's pretty.
You think they'd let me take one of those horses home?
They might.
I'll let you ask.
You've been a good boy.
I'll let you ask. Now here's a winner, Barbara, from the Republic of Indonesia, awarded for the most beautiful entry from outside the territorial limits of the United States.
Beautiful.
Unity in Diversity stands 56 feet high and 80 feet long and comes to us, as I said, from the Republic of Indonesia. The centerpiece is a giant jadayu, a version of the country's national symbol, the Garuda. That bird is a symbol of goodness and peace in a country comprised of nearly 14,000 islands and hundreds of different languages. In fact, the motto of Indonesia is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which can mean either many are one or unity in diversity. I like that.
If you say it, I believe it.
Okay. I don't know if I said it right, but I said it.
Oh, she's that pretty. Wonderful. Living
I think we can learn a lot from that motto, by the way, unity in diversity.
I should say so.
State of country, movie of 1990s.
They're all individual expressions.
Exactly.
Of the one. Aren't they beautiful? And showing how Indonesians have learned harmony, here is the Sampurna Band, representing that multicultural Far East nation. The band, formed just 12 months ago by employees of one company in East Java, played their first public performance just last August. American band directors went to Indonesia to help in the training, and it sounds like the help and hard work paid off. My goodness. They're wonderful.
They are. Now, what about Indonesia? Have you been there?
No.
I haven't
Love
either.
to go.
I think I need to go, though.
Let's hear them.
The 1990 Tournament of Roses Parade has been sponsored in part by American Honda Motor Company, who invite you to visit your local Honda automobile dealer today. And by the florists of FTD, who wish you a Happy New Year. Hope you enjoyed the Rose Parade.
Oh, it's been a great morning.
Yes, it has.
But every parade has its finale, and this is it. We saw some great bands and floats and equestrian units and performers, and all in all, the Tournament of Roses Parade looked as lively as ever on this, her 101st birthday.
Sure did. And on this, the first day of 1990, we want to wish everyone a Happy New Year, and more importantly, a great decade. For my favorite Genie and myself, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
This is China Airlines' 4th consecutive entry in this parade. There's a Chinese peace bell also in the center of the float.
Behind them, you hear the band. We'll see in a moment.
That's
There's
the peace bell right there.
City High School Marching Band.
Yes, and they received unique support from the citizens of Grove City in order to come here today. Grove City is home to 91-year-old Eileen Simmons, who sold her hand-crocheted doilies to support the band's trip.
I always have had a tender spot in my heart for young people, and a lot of my personal friends were in the band, in this band. And naturally, when we had this invitation, the first thing I thought about was, how can I help? So I started making doilies back in July. I'm going to be as happy as if one of those children were mine. I'm going to be just as happy because I know I helped them get where they are. It's going to give me, I'll be the happiest person watching that parade.
And I'll bet she's
smiling right now, right?
I bet she's sitting in that very chair watching us at this moment. Ms. Simmons, hope you're having a good time.
Thank you very much, because there are only 21,000 residents there, and it takes people like Eileen Simmons to make it happen for these young men and women. The band's motto is pride, hustle, and desire.
Another lady in Grove City saved up $100 in quarters and gave it to the band. They got, I think, $160,000 altogether.
Here from the city of Sierra Madre, the theme Child's Play. Sierra Madre's entry is a musical salute to the hopes and dreams of children. The float features music boxes, rocking horses, jack-in-the-boxes, and teddy bears.
Certain events mark the passage of a year, and certainly the Tournament of Roses Parade says Happy New Year to everybody. As the Kentucky Derby welcomes in springtime.
3 of the Sierra Madre princesses are riding on that float there. They look like they're having fun out there in the sunshine. It's such a beautiful day here. And once again, the float is built by volunteers from the Sierra Madre Rose Float Association. All the funds coming from that community. Ah, he fell asleep. Look at that.
Doesn't even hear the band.
Those are what you call seaweed eyelashes there.
Here comes the Sheraton Corporation's Laughter Brings a World of Harmony. 3 of the most famous puppets in TV history on this float. Charlie McCarthy, Lamb Chop, and Howdy Doody. That was Howdy. There's Lamb Chop. And this, of course, is Mr. Charles McCarthy, who, by the way, has been here before. Charlie McCarthy and his foil, Edgar Bergen, were grand marshals of the parade a half-century ago. Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop now have been together for 30 years. And Howdy Doody was one of TV's biggest stars a generation ago. His show ran for 13 years, 1947 to 1960. Howdy Doody and Bob Smith, but here is Sherry Lewis live with Lamb Chop.
With Lamb Chop, no less.
3 decades they've been together. Well, I remember the early days of TV in New York with Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop.
See all the freckles back there on Howdy Doody? When he was introduced in 1947, he only had 48 freckles, but they changed it then to 50 in recognition of 50 states.
It was our director, Roger Goodman's favorite show. In fact, if it's still on, it would still be his favorite.
It ran from, what, 47 to 60?
Here's the Freddie Lee Miller Arabian group. Marshal, of course, is Freddie Lee Miller from Norco, California. Extremely Arabian.
Yeah, beautiful horses. First horse I ever had was an Arabian. Many years ago. Look at how they're decorated. All the riders in elegant Arabian costumes.
Having their moment in the sun of Pasadena.
One of 250 equestrians.
And now again down to Jack.
Jim, one of the things that adds as a navigational aid to a lot of these floats is a rose-colored line that goes all the way down the parade route. Now, we've got the man that paints that line for the last 27 years, Al DeFanzio. Al, when you started this job, you had to actually rig up a contraption to paint the line.
Yes, we did. They used to have a regular truck when it went off, machine up in front, and used to paint the line. And in the past years, they have been changed to other machines, which that's automatic right now. That you drive it just a regular car.
Now I understand that it's not actually rose-colored. It's actually a red number 10 paint. And Al said that if we didn't believe him, we could call the paint shop and check out the can.
Okay.
Here we have the float that won for Tournament Special Trophy Exceptional Merit. It is from the Malaysia Tourist Development Corporation, entitled Land of Rhythm. What you were seeing there are large sculptured dancers performing the traditional Kuda Kapang dance. It's the national dance in Malaysia. And there are also costume performers dancing on top of oversized drums. They both move back and forth. I think they rise up to about 45 feet high.
That is a replica of the largest flower in the world, over 6 feet in diameter.
It's called Rafflesia.
Yeah, but they wanted to bring a live one, but they can't because it only bloomed for less than a week. They couldn't get it here in time. Now the Tenrikyo High School Marching Band from Tenri, Nara, Japan, under the direction of Kuo Atarashi.
180 members. Back in 1966, they were made up of only 45 musicians. They were the first band from the Far East to ever march in the Rose Parade.
Every morning from 5:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. And I was complaining about getting up this one morning. They do it every week, Monday through Saturday. Practice before school. Century 21 Real Estate Corporation float, The World in Your Backyard, which was the sweepstakes winner. That's the big, big prize.
The most beautiful float is a charming Victorian house that opens into a fantasy backyard filled with larger-than-life flowers and butterflies and hummingbirds. Now that front house is decorated with corn husk and silver leaf, cedar shingles, and tree bark. And there you see the stained glass windows. Those are with petals of gladiolas, orchids, statice, some carnations, iris, lentil, and seaweed. The seaweed bacon is the darker part. There are over 100,000 orchids on this float. That's the most ever used on one float entry ever in the parade's history.
Judged to be the most beautiful float in the parade. In the back there's the Easter Seal child, Vanessa Vance. We're going to take a break. There's little Vanessa. We return to the 101st Tournament of Roses Parade after this message and a word from our ABC station.
Poster child, Vanessa Vane. There she is. And I am looking forward to co-hosting the Easter Seal Telethon for the 4th year this year on March 3rd and 4th with my co-host Pat Boone. There's Vanessa, pardon me. I misidentified her a moment ago. There she is. There's Vanessa Vane. Excuse me, Vanessa. Pat Boone and Rob Weller will be with me on March 3rd and 4th. And, of course, Vanessa.
And the lion shall lie down with the lamb, says the old prophecy. Well, the city of South Pasadena, California forecasts a different kind of miracle with its float, Pals at Last. This one, humor, most amusing, most humorous presentation. These former non-friends, a dog, a cat, and a mouse, zoom along happily together on one skateboard. Harmony. But knowing how skateboards behave, zip-zap crash! Will they still be pals? Only the veterinarian knows.
Well, you folks not fond of snakes better ease on back from this float. It's called the Charm of Baghdad because leading the way is a huge hooded cobra. Here is the winner of the President's Trophy for floral excellence. Most effective overall floral presentation. The trophy was awarded for the use of flowers and the design of total floral arrangement. Very majestic float. There's a huge flying carpet. And on that sits a native snake charmer playing a flute. Now, do you think this charmer can do anything about the snake? I don't know. He does happen to be a good friend of ours and one of the outstanding float designers in the Rose Parade. He's designed many of them, Paul Rodriguez. And there you can see some of his work. He's probably very tired today, but happy. Very talented young man. Missoula High School, back for their 3rd appearance in the Rose Parade. These include top players from 3 separate communities, Sentinel, Hellgate, and Big Sky. This year, they're the official representatives of Montana, and Montana has just completed its centennial year. We welcome you back to the Rose Parade. Charmer, Paul Rodriguez and his magnificent float. Followed by our band. Band from Missoula High School marching proudly. secure their seats feel that it was probably really worth it? Well worth it?
Well, when I got here yesterday morning to look over the parade stuff, there were people already here. Barbecue. I saw a guy with his pickup. He had his drum set, and he was setting up. There's a lot of people here. Over a million, they say. Music. Over a million. Hey, God bless everybody.
Oh, there's a real carnival atmosphere the night before the parade here. And early in the morning in Pasadena, people bring their lawn chairs, their picnic baskets, their thermoses, and all visit with each other.
Well, meet 3 far-out performers from the city of Long Beach, California, with an act that's just a bit different. What? You never saw pelicans playing banjos, sax, and singing "Let Us Entertain You"? That song is from the classic musical Gypsy, now a smash hit in revival on Broadway. "Let Me Entertain You" is the number young Gypsy Rose Lee sings while doing her first ever striptease. The dazzling star of the show who turned critics on their ears in Mama Rose. She's played by our good friend from the CBS series, Cagney and Lacey. Now the toast of Broadway, Tyne Daly. Well, look at this. All that jazz. A colorful and lively tribute to the world of truly American music from 2 cities that are miles apart, but close in friendly spirit. Alhambra, California, and Mobile, Alabama. Live musicians and dancers perform on those large floral drums surrounded by gardens of iris and roses.
And a very distinctive young lady, whom I spoke to just last night, is riding on that float, Kristen Huxhold, who is the 1989 Young Woman of the Year. And I'm very proud to say that she is the 2nd national winner from my state, Missouri. I have been part of that program and was lucky enough to be the winner and use my scholarship to attend Northwestern University. She's using hers to go to the University of Illinois. One of the most faithful friends of the Rose Parade friends, the Huntington Hotel, now presenting its 76th float in the parade, the Viennese Waltz, California style. I don't know if there's anything more romantic in dancing than a waltz, and these dancers are doing a Viennese waltz all right. What gives it the California style is this actual replica of the Huntington Hotel's beautiful ballroom, which is a Pasadena landmark. Have you ever been there, Kevin? In the Huntington Hotel here in Pasadena?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's a beautiful grande dame of a hotel, very old world in its style and ambiance, very elegant.
City should have one.
Protecting the meek and the helpless. That is the Peaceable Kingdom. That's the name of this float presented by the Rotary International. A lion lying down with that lamb that you see in a springtime garden of roses, carnations, iris, and orchids. His coat sure looks majestic in bright chrysanthemums. And the lamb is wearing small button mums. Perfect. What a perfect flower for this creation. There's a big close-up of our lion. And of course, you don't want to miss the graceful butterflies with bright fluttering wings. And they are fluttering on this balmy day with just a slight breeze here in Pasadena. Hard to believe we're almost at the conclusion of the Rose Parade.
Oh, thanks now to the city of Downey, California for taking us on a visit to the South American jungle. Parrots and cockatiels, butterflies, goony bird, small and fat start, then stretches its neck and head up to 25 feet. What magnificent colors. From the town of Downey, the city of Downey, California. Today marks the beginning of a centennial year for our proud organization, the California Federation of Women's Clubs, who bring us working together, our grand tradition. A young girl practices the piano, but what an eye-catching instrument. Brilliant with mums, lunaria, silverleaf, and clover seed. The carpet below features a world globe and the decorative shields of many prominent women's organizations. Hey, you want patriotic? This Santa Ana, California Winds Youth Band will prove it. The entire front of their military-style uniforms is white. The back is all blue and the trim is red. Topping everything off are cadets' shackles with red marabou fountain plumes. The wind, part of their title, is a play on words since the band is mostly wind instruments. And as everyone knows, in these parts of California, the Santa Ana winds really blow.
This float is entitled Jesus, the Prince of Peace. The Lutheran Laymen's League sends a message of world peace with this float, with a floral dove flying over the globe and lyre, symbols of harmony and serenity. This is certainly what we hope for the new year, for each and every one of you. The base of this float is a pastoral stole decorated with mums and marigolds. Flowers on this float include calla lilies, daisies, and roses. Hopefully we will have more harmony and serenity in the world. We have been lucky enough this past year to see the Berlin Wall come down. And we hope that this decade will bring much peace.
The city of Carson, California sends a lovely and inspiring greeting with "Let's be friends." They mean let's all be friends, including those charming whimsical animals that are often enemies. But how could they not be friends in such surroundings? A garden with large sculptured flowers and a tree covered with mosses, cocoa sticks, mums, orchids, and roses.
Well, that just about wraps up things here in Pasadena. This is the end of the first Rose Parade of a new decade. We certainly wish you and all of your family members peace and harmony for the upcoming year.
And just remember, friends, the first 100 years are the hardest, so relax, celebrate, and have some fun.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
From Pasadena, California, the CBS presentation of the 1990 Tournament of Roses Parade was sponsored by Campbell Soup. January is National Soup Month. Good. And by the new generation of Oldsmobile. Step into the future now at your Oldsmobile dealer. portions of this program were pre-recorded. This is Vern Bennett speaking.
Cerrar el desfile de las Rosas 1990 aquí en Pasadena, California. Una banda de mucha trayectoria, 460 integrantes en total, es otra invasión, son muchos, y aquí creo que los integrantes de la banda son jóvenes y mayores también, ¿no?
Todas las edades aquí.
De 19 a 68 años de edad.
La banda de Las Posadas, Red Lion. Y nos van a tocar Don't Rain on My Parade.
Y no ha llovido, definitivamente. En el sur de California nunca llueve. Eso se llama cerrar con broche de oro el desfile de las Rosas 1990 en Pasadena, California. Le hemos dado una increíble bienvenida a los 1990. Laura, ha sido un placer trabajar contigo en este desfile.
Jesse, te lo juro que es un honor para mí. Un honor para mí estar con ustedes. Les deseo la alegría del mundo entero y que sean muy felices otra vez.
La verdad que sí, hemos disfrutado de un gran desfile y de un gran comienzo de este año nuevo de 1990. Los 1990 estamos seguros que van a ser de un mundo de gran armonía, como